What's up, YouTube? My last video I made was pretty long. I'm gonna keep this one pretty short, but if you've watched it, you've seen these three jugs I've talked about, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay 6 of each jugs out today, and just see which one performs the best, and let you guys know. So the first one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay the green one. I actually put a trot line clip on this thing last night. Let's hook it up. I'm using a shad. I just come in through the middle of the back right here. Got a little bit of meat. Double hook it, just like that. Right now I'm about 15 foot of water, so I'm probably just going to drop these 2 hooks. Well, this jug's only got 1 hook on it. I don't know what happened. Oh, I know. This is one of the jugs that busted on me last time, so I need to fix it. But usually I've got 3 hooks, and I'll show you. They don't really matter. Let's take it, drop the weight. It's on bottom. That's bottom. Let's pull it up 4 or 5 wraps. Half hitch it. And whenever it's standing up off the bottom like that, that means that the weight's actually off the bottom. And I explained in my last video why I do that. And anyways, that's it, man. It don't take very long to throw them out. We're gonna pull around here to the other side and drop off a few more, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, here's my orange jug. There's the one that I made. Clip my weight to it. Now these are the ones that when they go in the water are gonna sit like that with the line off the main line. All these have circle hooks on them. I think I used size 6. They ought to work pretty good. It's my first time throwing these ones out. Right now I'm about 29 foot of water. Now I've got a fish finder behind me you can't see, and I don't really use it to find fish. I more use it for the depth finder to see where the lake level is, and try to find little little valleys and stuff. Channels. Anyways, I've got those 3 right there baited up. I should have plenty of room to put all 4 of them in there. Just drop my weight. On the bottom. Wrap it up 4 or 5 times. Make sure I'm off the bottom on this one. I didn't feel like I was on the bottom. Like that, drop it. That one's standing up just like that. 4 hooks in the water, and if I was in 20 foot of water, 15 foot of water, I just would have left a couple hooks on that jug and still did the half hitch. And I can fish them all the way up to 50 feet on those ones. So we're going to pull up a little bit and drop another one. This is the last jug that I did. You look behind me. There's the green jug, the orange jug. This is the other jug that I covered in the video. Just unwrap it. And that's just got a little 1 pound weight on there. These got circle hooks on them. All the line that I use for the jugs is braided nylon, not twisted. Twisted will come apart on you, and they're not polyester. Just hook them under just like that. I mean, you can cut your shad. You don't have to use shad. You can use, if I can't find any shad, I'm not against using hot dogs. I use the cheap ones. It seems like they don't like cooked hot dogs. I like them raw. And Seems like they don't like the expensive ones. They like the ones with all the crap in them. Right here I'm at 26 foot of water. I should be able to get this whole jug in without a problem. The way I do mine is I bait them all up like that and I just throw them in the water. That way I'm not fighting that weight as it's pulling down on me, trying to sink the rest of the hooks in my arm or something. It's just easy to do it like this. A lot of times I'll have a second guy with me and he'll be baiting up hooks in front of me. And he'll toss one, I'll toss one, he'll toss one, I'll toss one. We'll run, 40 jugs, 20 a piece. Just drop your weight. Just be careful not to let the next hook get you. Now this one, I don't know how far it goes down, 20 feet maybe, but that one's not on the bottom. That's why I like those other ones better, is you can actually get all the way to the bottom. That's why I like making them 50 foot, man. You can, like I said, you can fish them at 5 foot, 10, 15, and like that one right there, it was set up to fish, like rivers that are no more than 20 feet deep. And a lot of times I go to the lake like I am this morning, and I fish a lot deeper than 20 feet. But anyways, there's those 3 jugs. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the next 15 of them, and I'll let them sit for probably an hour or two, and I'll come back and just start running them. And whenever I run them, I'll show you what I got. So stay tuned. Welcome back, YouTube. We got all of our jugs set out this morning, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to pull the same 3 that I dropped off earlier, and we've had a little bit of problems this morning. My boat motor won't start, so it's been a heck of a day. Anyways, pull them in, these ones here, you just start wrapping them in. Still got the bait on there. That's a good and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because you didn't catch no fish. It means the fish are somewhere else. The good thing is they didn't steal your bait. That one stole my bait. Something hit it. Not every time. I mean, sometimes, turtles will hit these things. Other fish will hit these things. Small fish will peck them off. Or whatever. I had 3 out of 4 baits left on that, so they'll probably... I slaughtered them over here last time I came out a few weeks back. I guess the fish may have moved somewhere else. Without having my big motor running, I really can't go find them today. But anyways, this video is just to show you kind of how they work. You wrap them up, and on this one, just take a little weight and wrap it around that T, and that jug's done. It's ready for next time. You can move it back across the lake, wherever you want to go. Put it in your bag, whatever you got to do. I'm going to run right over here and pull this orange one and this green one. We got to use a trolling motor to get over there, so we'll be back here in a second. Right, here's the new orange ones that I showed you how to make. You pull them in, just pull your half hitch off, just like that, and start wrapping them back on. See, as they sit in the water, just like that. They don't ever get tangled up. Those other 2 jugs, the one I just ran and the one I'm getting ready to run, they'll get tangled up and you'll lose your bait. Just take them, hook them at the top of the foam, and go to your next one. I will say this though, I think I'm going to switch my weights from those big concrete weights I was using to little, probably like 1 pound concrete weights. Because these things, I don't know, it's real hard to tell if you got a fish on it. See, I got 1 bait stole on that one. But it seems like these jugs and those little other orange ones, it seems like they do pretty good as far as either you have a fish on there or your bait's still on there. It doesn't seem like they steal your bait that often. As I say that, I pull up another empty hook. So. Man, some days you go fishing and you'll just catch them, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what you throw out there, you're just catching them left and right. And other days you come out, you can't catch them to save your life. The trot line clip on the weight, Just take it. Just comes right on off. I take that little tag right there, just wrap it around. Just hook it somewhere up on the line like that. And there she is, ready to go. All right, we're gonna go pull one more and I'll show you how to do it. And at the end of this video, I'll let you know how many I caught. I'll show you the picture of them in there and the live well that buddy's sitting on. Let you know if we did any good or not. So far we're not doing very good, but big motor won't start. I can't really run them anywhere else, man. I'm 4 miles from where I put in and I'm probably gonna have to paddle, but it's just part of fishing, man. All right. All right, these are the ones that I made last year. Man, I love them. I've used them so much, it's more groove in there. And whenever, I'll show you how I set them here in a second. I showed you earlier, but I figured something out that, hell, I probably should have knew already, but I just haven't ever done it. Now, I had this one set on the bottom, you know. This channel runs 50 foot all the way up to about 10 foot. I just run them up and down that channel, and I just happen to slide over and set this one at 40 feet. Just see where they're at. Still got my bait. I want to show you something real quick. Still got my bait. Now I can tell there's no fish on here, otherwise I'll have a better grip on that. Because those hooks will come sliding back into you. You got to be real careful that these hooks don't get you, and if they do, I got a knife up front where my cameraman's sitting in case I get hooked up and I can't get these off of me, and I got a knife back here in case he gets hooked up. It doesn't look like much, but I'll cut that jug and free him. Always carry a knife with you, man. It doesn't matter if you're jugging or not. Man, you always hear them horror stories, people drowning and dying, and man, it happens. But on these, as you set them over, you set them back in. And since this thing has worn such a groove in there, well, that one's coming off pretty easy. But some of them, they don't want to come off pretty easy at all. It's pretty difficult. So what you do, you can just set them in the water and just let them roll. You stop rolling, hit the bottom, you're good to go. You see how it's not standing up? That means it's on the bottom. And now you can fish them on the bottom, that's fine, you can do it however you want to do it. But I just wrap them up 4 or 5 times. Then I put them out there like that. They stand up, they're off the bottom a little bit, and the reason why is when water's like this, if you're not going to run them constantly back to back, the water gets so hot sometimes the thermocline, it'll kill your fish. I pulled in a lot of white fish last year that were dead, and they're just, I mean, they're gross. And I had to throw some of them away, and I ate some of them. But anyways, I'm going to run the rest of these jugs. I probably got another 15 or so out there, and I'll show you what I got in the ice chest and let you know what I think about each one of the jugs, which ones are the best, which ones are the easiest to lay, which ones are the easiest to reel in, which ones produce the most fish. Unfortunately today it didn't look like we're going to catch a whole lot, but hey, you never know, we got them spread out pretty good, so we might find some here in a minute. I'll be back. Hey guys, I just want to let you know, whenever I was making my leaders, I said you can replace them on the fly type of deal. I want to show you what I was talking about, because you're going to run into the same issue. You're reeling it up, here, I got something on here. And you got to pull them in. I'll be damned if you don't have a turtle. Everybody, if you've been jugging before, you'll catch a turtle. Personally, I don't want to stick my hands in his mouth. So what I do, instead, see, he's hissing. So what you can do, just cut your line, just like that. If you want to get your hook, you can get your hook. Me, I'm gonna let them go. And now you've got a damn jug with just messed up. All you gotta do, just pull it off, put your new one through there like I showed you how to do, and you're good to go. Nobody got their fingers bit. Turtle's happy. The hook should rust off in his mouth for too long. And then you can pull the rest of your line in. I think I might have something on the bottom here. Nope. So anyways, I just want to show you that's why I've got those leaders wrapped up the way that I do. And as you can tell, this one right here it's all twisted up. Even though it's got the barrel swivel and stuff on there, it got twisted up on me. And that's why these orange ones have those little plastic things on them. And so far, none of those have been twisted up. Out of the 6 that I've pulled in, they haven't been twisted up at all. So I just want to show you how to pull a turtle off and not get bit in the process, because some of them are a lot bigger than that. I've pulled in a couple soft shells that, I don't know, man, they're as big as my chest. I didn't want to mess with them. I didn't want to mess with that guy. I like my fingers. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a shout, let you see it. All right, but we can turn it off.